Well, we find ourselves here again in beautiful downtown, let me look, Troy, Texas. And here is an Iroquois Nation, Mohawk tribe, Turtle Clan elder. And this is one of my favorite nephews. And we sometimes know him as Daniel, but his Indian name is...
Sakaran Hyokewe.
And the translation would be?
Pushes the clouds, makes the sun shine.
Oh, sweet. And in your long life here on Earth, what has been your favorite accomplishment?
You know, I think life is a series of accomplishments. As you do get your next best accomplishment, they just get bigger and bigger. So I think it's a hard thing to answer. I don't know that there's been a single one. I think life has been a series of accomplishments.
And what has Mother Earth taught you in your long time on this earth? Because I know, it might feel like 100 years, but I know you're...
I would say, I think the biggest thing has taught me that our genes don't determine who we are. We're not stuck. The mindset of eugenics is false. That we are who we choose to be, and we are who raised us, and we are who we want to be.
Excellent. And in your time here on Earth, what has been the very best moment of your life?
Well, default was getting married, and then the next stage to that.
She's sitting right here.
I'm going to say that the best part and most difficult part has been raising the twins we adopted. Because we adopted twins out of foster care, and it's been absolutely the hardest thing we've ever done. But also in some ways the most rewarding. As when we got them, they were definitely abused and neglected, and had a darkness in their eyes, and wasn't much going forward for them. But slowly watching the light come back in their eyes, and them feeding the good wolf, teaching them to feed the good wolf.
And how old were they when you adopted them?
Crazy, it was 21 months. Well, no, 21 months is when we started fostering them. They were 3 when we adopted them.
And how old are they now?
5. Almost 6.
And what, if you haven't covered it, what has been the very worst moment of your life?
Besides losing my parents, I'd probably say the twins too. I think the twins are probably the worst and best part of my life, because they would probably equate to all of my highs and all of my lows at this point. It's a love-hate.
Now, going back to your mom, Liz, she would be my cousin. But the unique thing about her is, out of everything she'd been through in life, she had a laugh that just would light up the entire planet when she laughed. And this woman could throw a party in a heartbeat.
My mom had a knack of making everyone she met feel unique and special. Everyone that met Liz felt more special about themselves after spending time with Liz. That was her gift. She could meet anyone and make them feel special about themselves.
I truly miss her.
I could use some parenting advice. She was around. I wish both my parents were around.
Yeah, it's a really great loss when Liz passed to the next plane. And the question I've been dying to ask you is, how do you feel about being Native?
You know, Native American, the Native American culture is a proud culture. There's a lot of good. As I see our country falling into despair and falling away, I realize more and more that our country needs to fall back onto the Iroquois Nation and the roots that we established in this country. What got us our success to where we are now came from the Iroquois, and we've strayed very, very far away from the teachings of the Iroquois. And we need to get back to what we learned from the Iroquois, because their system worked a heck of a lot longer than ours has right now, and it's because we've gotten away from the Constitution. We've strayed so far away because we think we're so smart, and the Iroquois did it for how many thousand years, and we can attribute our success as a nation to the Iroquois' involvement in the creation of our nation, and we need to get back to that, because we were doing something right and we're not doing it right anymore.
You're absolutely right. Thank you.